Welcome to Govinda's garden. Today I just wanted to give you a little walkthrough of the Pawpaw patch that we are starting. And this project started about a year and a half ago. And we have a lot of different varieties. So I will just walk through and show you all the trees. A lot of these varieties came from a collector named Woody Walker. And here's one right here. This is called Cantaloupe. This one's Benny's favorite. These are, most of these are grafted onto his rootstock that he uses in his orchard. So these are grafted cultivars. Benny's favorite there. This is Jerry's big girl. It's kind of a meager looking tree at this point. It's kind of funny that it's called Jerry's big girl. But hopefully this one will be okay. So we have 3 back in the corner of the fence here. And then most of them are in this area underneath the shade of a wild cherry and a poplar tree. And some of these were planted last fall, some of them were planted this month. Here we have one called Prolific. This is Susquehanna. This one here is, I use these aluminum tags. This is Benson, coming from, I believe, KSU. Over here we have one from Woody Walker called Tropical Treat. This one here, another new one, Jerry's Delight. And a lot of these Woody got the grafting material from, forget his first name, but Lehman, who has passed away but did a lot of work for discovering and spreading pawpaws. So a lot of them come from his collection. This one's called Halvin. Here's a relatively older one. This is an NC1. These are known to have really nice structures, nice shapes. This is one of my favorites. It just looks so pretty, covered by the wild strawberry. And I believe it's this is an Atwood, another KSU cultivar. Coming over here is another new addition. This is KYC Kentucky Champion. The mother tree is, I think, one of the largest pawpaw trees recorded, at least in the United States. Over here we have Shenandoah. This one actually started forming some fruit this summer. Or the flowers, it flowered out, it started to fruit. But then we had a freeze in the spring, and I think that kind of destroyed it. But I think this is one of the more healthier, promising varieties that we have. Shenandoah. We have another NC1. Few more young grafted ones that we just put in. This is called Marie's Joy. Don't know much about this one, but Woody Walker was selling some grafted trees, and I really took advantage of that opportunity to bring in a lot of different varieties. This one's called VE21. VE is for very early. I think this comes from a Lehman experiment, and it's known to be an earlier fruiting variety. I've read that it's important to mix a lot of different varieties. Pawpaws require, as far as I know, pollination from different varieties. So I wanted to bring in a lot of diversity here. This one's called Davis. And bring in a huge mix of different varieties to help improve the chance of getting some fruit. Did I already show you this one? Marie's Joy here. This is another promising one, relatively older one. This one's called Tallahatchie. And it also did start fruiting last year, or rather this summer. And then that freeze kind of destroyed it. So this one, you know, this is, I think, this is a grafted tree, and it's about 2 years old, 2 or 3 years old. So I'm not really expecting fruit for another couple years. But I think they like it here. They seem pretty happy. It's a nice mixture of shade and sunshine, so it gets shaded throughout part of the day, and then it still has enough, we still have enough open air here to give it some sunshine as well. And as these get older, I might kind of snip off some of these lower branches of the poplar and the cherry tree. We have a nice layer of mulch, some wood chips, and some natural leaf fall from the trees above. And we have pretty heavy clay soil here, which I've heard people say pawpaws don't really like that much. They more prefer well draining, like near river banks. But what can we do? You know, this is what we have, and we'll see how they do. I think it's going to be great. Just a couple more over here to show you in the backyard, then a few more in the front yard. We have a bunch. I think we have over 20, maybe 30 different varieties at Govinda's Garden here in Western North Carolina. Here's Lehman's Delight, a new addition this year. Another new addition this year is Marshmallow. Here's our fig collection. A lot of figs in the greenhouse, but let's stay focused on pawpaws. If you're just tuning into this channel for the first time, welcome. We're in Western North Carolina, kind of near Asheville, and we live on a house that's about 0.7 acres, and I've been trying to establish a food forest. And I love growing fruit trees. I'm new to it, but I really love it and feel called to explore it. And we're focusing a lot on pawpaws, persimmons, figs, berries, a lot of stuff. So subscribe to the channel if you're interested in seeing what we learn. Let me show you the front yard now. So in the front, we have this tree, which has been stripped of all of its leaves pretty much. This one came from Edible Landscaping in Virginia. This one's called Sunflower, grafted variety. There's the graft point there. The soil here is not as good as what we saw in the backyard, and there's more direct sunlight here. So these pawpaws in the front, I think, have a little more challenging environment for them. But we'll see how they do. Coming up on another one here from Edible Landscaping. This is Overlease. And then recently planted this new one here, which I was told from Woody that it pairs well with overlease. So I put this KL Titan, Kentucky Legend Titan. This is supposed to be a really big fruit. So we have it pretty close to the overlease here. And then the last one, just put out in the front. We have, who is this again? Allegheny. This is known to be an early variety. Starting to go dormant for the year. I think I covered all the pawpaws that we have right now, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, or tips for us, I would love to hear it, so leave a comment down below, and give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.